You wake out, don't want disaster or development of disaster management, and you find out what's the role of DODMA in terms of risk management. Because it's part of government. The government is busy trying to at least looks into consideration about the disasters that are happening, in Malawi, and you have that. Have you tried to find out?
Effectively coordinate the implementation of disaster risk management programs through overseeing disaster prevention, mitigation, preparedness, response, and recovery activities.
Say it again. That's what you're about.
To effectively
coordinating
the implementation of disaster risk management
disaster risk management
through overseeing
disaster
prevention,
mitigation,
preparedness, response, and recovery.
So we are looking at it. You have to at least, when you find out, go and then try as much as possible you to at least write something from the use of DODMA. You can ask me please. In Malawi, we have got this DODMA in terms of risk management. What do you think are the roles of DODMA? So those are the roles and the importance of DODMA. Malawi government is busy. It knows every year, even those guys from Timor and Isande, they know that the floods will come. Whatever the issue, they know floods will come. But because that places they are for fathers, they cannot leave the place. That is their right. But they know floods will come. So it is the function of DODMA at least to prepare before those issues are happening. It's part of responsiveness and prepare in terms of disaster. That's the role. Right. As I've already said, we have first of all say why do we need risk management? What types of risk management? Now let me just digress a little. Let me say something about types of risks. Type of risks. I'm differentiating adversely. I have said type of risk management, yeah? And I have said three. I have bank risk management, insurance risk management, right? I don't know. But now let's look at what are types of risks.
Just risk.
Just risks. Let's look at types of risks. Type of risks. Where now what to do. Remember, as an assignment, please write something about the DODMA.
Oh, what's what I'm saying?
Yeah. Another assignment. But I'm just saying, just write and then keep it somewhere. Draw.
Oh, to just research it.
Yeah, now let's look at types of risks. Type of risks. Types of risks. Type of risks. There are several types of risks. We have got what are called market risks. One, market risks. Market risk. Let me define what is a market risk. Let me define what is a market risk. When you look at market risks, there are those risks that are associated with market prices. They are referred to as market risks. There are those risks associated with what are called the market prices, and those are called market risks. Write down that. It can be right in class. So they are associated with the market prices. So they are called market risks. So when we talk about market prices, we are looking at fluctuations of currencies, rates. We are looking at forex, exchange rates, stocks, commodity prices, interest rates. Those are what I call market risks. So when we talk about market risks, we are looking at those associated with the there are those that are associated with the market prices. Example, we are looking at the exchange rates. Interest rates, forex, foreign currencies, stocks, commodity prices. Those are market risks. Because generally, we talk about either forex or whatsoever or exchange rates. It doesn't mean, if you look at economics, it doesn't go straight. There are fluctuations, like something like that. When sometimes market can go up and go down, And if you are a risk manager, you can advise the customer. I say, if we take your money and we keep your money here, you are going to have nothing because currencies are not doing well on the market. It means that is what is called market risk. We have something like this. When the interest rate has gone up down like this, that is what is called recession. It means it has gone under the recession. But when it has gone up to there and is going up like this one, it means it is going at the boom. So here it means that was the boom and that was the recession. Recession is sort of like sometimes the conditions are not favorable. They are not favorable. So it was something like that. So one of the type of risk is that what's called the market risk. Where in market risk we are looking at forex, we are looking at the stocks. Stocks, we are talking about stocks. Stocks are shares. Sometimes shares you may think that you will profit nicely, not knowing that my shares they are go down because of fluctuations. You find you were expecting something nice, not knowing that what will come, it is just a dead body, a dead. So you were expecting something coming out of it nice, but unfortunately you find that the shares they have profit nothing. So that is the market risk. The second one, we have what is called the credit risk. So we have credit risks. Credit risk. So when we talk about the credit risk, there are those risks that are associated with the debts. There are risks that are associated with what are called debts. Credit risk. Someone borrows money. Unfortunately, he dies. It means you have suffered credit risk. Someone borrows money from you, or you have given money to someone, and then he fell sick or she fell sick, then and fails to pay you. That is what is called a credit risk. It's a risk because someone has failed to give you money because of other problems. So that is what is called credit risk. We have another risk called a liquidity risk. Liquidity risk. I'm just giving you like a simple definition, but you can give examples on your own. That's you explain about credit risk. You can be able to explain it to you using your own language. Liquidity risks. We talk about liquidity risks. Are those risks associated with markets? There are those risks associated with market prices that are not reliable. Market prices that are not reliable. Market prices that are not reliable. I'll give you a very good example of this. Maize is suffering from what is liquidity risk. market prices are not right. Tobacco is in terms of liquidity risk because the market prices are not reliable. They are not stable. Chakachata, the market prices for tobacco were maybe, we don't know what we see. Right? This time around, as we are talking now, the bag of maize is 25,000. But now, you see what people are doing? People have now run away from this maize. They are now growing soya. People are now they are growing soya. People have left now planting maize because of fertilizer. Fertilizer is very, very expensive. 70,000. Where can 77,000? Where can you buy 77,000?
Very cheap.
Yeah?
Very cheap.
Very cheap. But it's now, it can be cheaper to someone who is in town. But you don't have someone who is in
It depends on the economic.
Because the problem is with farmers, they depend on how which they don't even make plans. They get their maize. Because in China they have less, they sell all the maize without keeping the money for buying fertilizer, for using next year.
But also, should I when the government started developing have they developed with that? No. Why? Because in Chinese, Chinese. Next year, Chinese. Next year, Chinese. Next year, Chinese. Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, so police are so busy implementing the law.
Like I said, it means only 3 bags you can get fertilizer.
3 bags.
Yeah. So if you harvest maybe more than 20 bags, 30 bags.
Yeah, if you manage very well. 30 bags, manage very well, you can have a lot of bags of fertilizer. That's very good. You'll be very good economics.
Subsidy is not good at all.
Subsidy is not good at all. Handouts.
Handouts are not good.
They are not good. They are supposed to, people are supposed to do it on their own.
That's why we are poor.
That's why we are poor. Now, but you look at, but now a lot of people, they are going to soya now. But if they are going to soya, there was a time people were cheating and they grew tobacco plain. But now the tobacco prices on the market was totally poor. And now people stopped planting tobacco. They came to cotton. And cotton again wasn't doing well. And this time around, maize, people they have stopped planting maize now.
But we can't. It's our staple food.
Yes, our staple, but now the way of caring, as they are saying, it's just because of maybe the way, way of thinking. People now, they are running away from that. They are thinking soya is giving us a lot of money.
They'll come back next year.
Huh?
Because next year maize will be very expensive.
And maize next year will be very, a bag can be 50,000.
It's possible.
They'll come back next year.
It's possible.
It's possible.
Yes.
But as the price of commodities is going up again, price of materials again is going to go up. As maize will be 50,000, don't think that the price will be of the 670. 100,000. Right? Balance of these commodities. Now, we are looking at this as a liquidity risk where market prices that are not reliable. Sometimes market are not reliable. And I've got another type of risks which is called the legal risks. The legal risks. Legal risks are those risks that are associated with the uncertainties of outstanding verdicts. Outstanding verdicts. Uncertainties with outstanding verdicts. Verdicts. A good example of legal risk, the legal risks, is the electoral case. Where in the electoral case, it was obvious that there were irregularities. But again, the part that was the ruling part by that time had to say no, there are no irregularities. They won the elections. But the court people actually ruled in favor of the other side, the court salaries. Now the other side that contested in court, they failed, and they only paid money for nothing. That's what's called legal costs, legal risks. There are other issues, you can lose this case. Don't try to proceed with it, because you are going to encounter legal risks. Of which legal risks, there are those risks in connection with the malpractice. Otherwise, ruling. That if the court says you pay this because you have done this and that, you pay this, then those are what are called the legal risks. We have got other type of risks like operational risks. Operational risks. Operational risks. We talk about operational risks are those risks associated with the due to human error in an organization. They are there with the human error. They are there to do with human error in an organization. They are there to do with failure in electronic systems. Failure in electronic systems. Failure in electronic systems. Again, we are looking at it in terms of organizational deficiencies or organizational deficiency. Operational risk. I want to give you an example of operational risk. Assuming you have your company. Assuming you have your company. And within your company, you have employed people to work in your company. But these people whom you have employed, they don't know how to work well. You're going to have a loss. That's what's called operational risk. Because people have failed, they are failing to deliver. They are failing to work according to your will, to your policies, to your plan. That's what's called operational risk. Human error. Failing to do work. Organizational deficiency. If organization is not doing well, it's failing to do well, it's failing. If you are failing to do well, if someone is failing to handle machines, if someone is failing to do very well, you have what's called an operational risk. Because something to do with the operations, to do with the management of the company itself. That's what's called an operational risk. Therefore, you have seen that we talked about a lot of risks. We talked about a lot of risks, speculative risks, whatsoever, we look at those ones. But at least these are some of the risks that I want to give you know. But we explain some of this as we go going along. So I've got market risks, credit risks, liquidity risks, legal risks, operational risks, and plenty of risks that will be looked at. Another area of interest that we have to know is about insurance risk management. Let me go back again to insurance risk management. I have to talk about bank risk management. Then another one, it was corporate risk management. Let me just talk a little on the insurance risk management. Insurance risk management. If I take you back, if you recall, there was something that happened on 11th September 2021. What was that?
Yeah. 2021.
Right. 2011 or 2021?
Say that.
Something happened
Where?
on
Where?
11.
11 July.
No, September.
2001.
Yeah, 2001.
September.
Yes.
9/11, the bombing of.
Yeah, I wanted that one. I wanted that. The bombing of the United States, right?
Yeah.
Those guys, they didn't even, they were busy chatting up there upstairs. They didn't know that maybe the terrorists will come. Eh? That was a risk, right? That was a risk. And that's another, in other words, when we look at that, that is what is called, that was, it was called a terrorist. It was called terrorist, yeah?
Yeah.
An attack, terrorist attack. So terrorist attack, when there are those terrorist attacks, actually, countries, they have to plan before. They have to ensure their houses before to avoid those terrorist attacks. Terrorists is probably aware on how. If you look at terrorists, even here in Malaga, one of terrorists, but you can't know. You can't know. You can be there with your friend, your friend can get a terrorist. Right? So we're looking at that these are terrorists are quite different from natural disasters. Because terrorists is something that someone creates. People say, I want to bomb this. You create. And you plan for it. Because people, I mean, they have got ample time to plan for it. Terrorists. They plan. Right? Then, when we look at, we have got some other what are called natural catastrophes or natural disasters, like flooding. Those are just a natural thing. So in other countries like the United States, what they insure their property at time. But here in Malawi, we insure ourselves property. Right? So we have got natural catastrophes. So natural catastrophes or natural disasters are like floods, and we have got earthquakes, hurricanes. So we have floods, earthquakes, hurricanes. You know what the hurricane is?
Yeah.
Huh? Storms. Okay. Hurricane storms. Those ones. Volcanoes, you know volcanoes?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Those are what are called natural catastrophes. These are natural catastrophes. But the ones that are created is like terrorists, those issues, they are referred as, again, you can sort them. If you are a risk manager, you can sort out those issues only if you insure your property. Only if you insure. But some of these, like earthquakes and that, it's very difficult for you to insure. Very difficult for you to insure. In other words, what I'm trying to say here is, I have talked about these as natural disasters, and we have here, we have got again, these are which is not natural ones, terrorists attack. If you look at all these three, you can combine, you can sort out, these things can be, if you are a risk manager, you can sort out this by using what's called ART. You can sort it out using ART, alternative risk transfer. And when we talk about ART, alternative risk transfer, it is, you can use an alternative risk transfer by what is called insurance. You just insure. That's what's called alternative risk transfer. So, this alternative risk transfer is just by insurance. It's called alternative risk transfer, ART. So, all whatever we have looked at there, or whether it is natural catastrophes or all that which is man-made, like terrorist attack, devastating, or that happened on September 11, 2001, whichever, all those that can be sorted out by what is called the alternative risk transfer transaction. That can be passed from investors to other people who can scrutinize it. So from the investors to those who can scrutinize, and that is what is called the insurance companies. So the insurance companies, that's their duty to work on some other things. And that's why we call some of these the periods of the sea. We have got other the periods. We have got periods of the sea. The period. Example, we're looking at the storm like this. Is the period? This is the period. This is the period. This is the period. This is the period. We're talking about a period. We're looking at something that is in connection that can bring devastation, loss of lives. Because if you look at all this as a risk manager, if you look at whatever here, they have got an impact. Whether natural disaster, whether terrorism, one, it related to loss of lives. So there is loss of lives, there is loss of property, loss of lives, property, sort of like that. So that is something to do with the all this, whether it is natural disaster or that. So you can see that insurance plays a very crucial role, very nice role, especially when we talk about these things. In the United States of America, if you once went to the United States, right? Sure. America is not a big. If you once went to the United States of America, you know, in the United States of America, they have got, you know, those guys, ask this friend of ours now, he's from New York, from what? Amdai, the lecturer.
Amsterdam.
No, Amdai. Squares. This guy, the lecturer from the United States, is here. Now, if you look at, if you are trying to find out from him, he will tell you that in the United States of America, they don't own small farms. They own what are called mega farms. My farmers in the United States, they own what are called mega farms. They have what are called mega farms. You know what a mega farm?
In the States?
Estates, and very big estates. And these estates, mega farms, for plowing they use machines, tractors. Hey. He said, and what he actually said is that one person, if it is a mega farm, it can either cut the whole of this within maybe the whole field for one person, mega farm. But now the problem will be, there in the United States, their major crop, what they grow most is wheat. Wheat is more or less like cement. Wheat is a grass, it belongs to the grass family. It's more or less like maize, wheat. Now, the way it's easy for it to be attacked by fire. So if you set fire here where there is wheat, it means that you are destroying all the crops, all the wheat crops around the volume of the soil to be what? Destroyed. So what they actually do, they insure their crops in the United States. They insure that if fire has destroyed their crops, the insurance company will pay. The insurance company will pay. We'll look at this insurance company when you be looking at other areas. We'll look at what's the role of the insurance. You see, the insurance is very nice. Those guys are they are nice guys because they can bail you from your problem. You have a problem, they can buy a brand new car if your car has been beyond repair. They can buy another car. Right? So what we are trying to bring here is that you see these problems, whether the floods, earthquakes, whatsoever, the only thing is it's just because here we are unfortunately in our country, Malawi, that we are failing to be educated, but we are supposed to insure. I don't know whether this place was insured. I don't know whether it's insured. But it's the question of people in Malawi, we run away from insurance because of money. we can stop it there for today, and then we'll continue next week.